You're in the supermarket or scrolling online, and your child says, "I want that, and that, and that," and it feels like it never stops. If you're tired of constant begging, guilt, and pressure to buy things you can't really afford, this is for you. According to a 2025 BMO survey, 83% of parents say the cost of raising kids has gotten out of control, and 77% feel social pressure to spend more on their children. A Fox 5 New York report also highlighted that 72% of parents believe their kids don't understand the true value of money. In this video, you'll learn why your child asks for so many things. It's not just greed. One simple wants versus needs rule to use before you even leave the house. Exact phrases to use in the moment when you can't or won't buy something. How to handle "all my friends have it." A small system that slowly teaches value, so the begging reduces over time. If that sounds like the kind of help you need, take a second now to subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next step-by-step guides on money, screens, and emotions. It really helps this kind of practical content reach more parents who are under the same pressure. You don't need perfect money skills. You just need a few clear, repeatable moves. Why your child wants everything. Your child lives in a world designed to make them want more. Shop shelves, YouTube ads, unboxing videos, influencers. Everything is built to say, "You need this." You go out just for groceries. 5 minutes later, they've spotted sweets, toys, and something at the checkout. If you say yes a lot, you feel stressed about money. If you say no, you feel guilty and mean. Sometimes you say yes just to end the noise. You're not alone. Surveys find most Americans think raising children is unaffordable, and many delay having more kids because of costs like food, clothes, and childcare. Here's what's going on in your child's mind. They're surrounded by strong marketing. Bright colors and characters are meant to grab them. They don't see your full money picture. They don't see rent, bills, or what's left after groceries. Money looks like tap and it works. If begging or whining has worked before, their brain has learned, if I push hard enough, sometimes I win. That doesn't mean they're spoiled. It means they're human in a very consumer-heavy world. Your job is not to stop them from wanting. Your job is to guide how they handle wanting. So here's our main question. How do you say no when your child wants everything, without guilt and without constant fights? You shift 3 levers. The rule you set before you shop or browse. The words you use in the moment when they want something. What you do after they're disappointed. Let's make each of these practical. Step 1. Set a wants versus needs rule before you go. Most battles happen because there was no clear rule. Your child is hopeful, you're stressed, and both of you are improvising. Instead, you decide the rule before you leave the house or open an app. You can use one of these. Option A, the no extras rule for tight weeks. Before you go out, say, "Today we're only buying what's on the list, not extras. That means no toys and no sweets today. You can help me find the things on our list." You aren't suddenly saying no in the aisle, you're setting the boundary ahead of time. Option B, the one small choice rule, when you have a little margin. Before you go, say, "Today we're buying what's on the list, and you can choose one small extra. It needs to be under your amount." Once you've chosen your one thing, that's it for today. Maybe that's under 10 zloty or under $5, whatever fits your reality. This gives your child some control inside a clear limit. The key isn't perfection, it's clarity. You decide in advance what's possible today, instead of your child's wants deciding for you. Step 2. What to say when they want something. Even with a rule, your child will still say, "I want that." Most of us, out of stress, say things like, "We can't afford that." "Money doesn't grow on trees." "Do you think I'm made of money?" These come from real pressure, but they can accidentally teach kids that money is scary or that they are a problem. Instead, use a short dialogue that has 3 parts. Acknowledge the want, restate the rule, offer a future option. Example with the "one small extra" rule. "You really like that toy, it looks fun. Today we're only getting 1 small extra and you already chose yours. If you still want this next time, we can put it on your save for later list." Example with the "no extras" rule. "You really want that. I can see why, it looks cool. Today we're only buying what's on the list, not extras. If you still want it later, we can talk about saving up for it." A 2026 article noted that more than half of parents find it hard to talk about money in ways their kids understand, and many fall into vague or scary language instead. You're choosing simple, calm, and honest instead. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. What is the hardest situation for you? Shops, online ads, or family gatherings where everyone is buying things? Tell me in the comments, because your example might become the next script I break down step by step. And if you're finding this helpful so far, this is a good moment to subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next videos on money, screens, and emotions. You don't have to watch them all at once, but when that next "I want it now" moment comes, you'll know where to come back for a solution. Step 3. Handling. All my friends have it. This one hits you deep because it mixes money with belonging. When your child says, "Everyone else has this," they usually mean "some kids I noticed," but it feels huge. You don't need to argue about everyone. You need to hold your family's values. Here are things you can say. "I know it feels like everyone else has it, and that's hard. Every family has different money rules. In our family, we don't buy expensive thing just because other people have it. We think carefully and save for the things that matter most." If this is something you truly can't or don't want to buy, add, "This is not something we're buying right now. If it's still important to you in a few months, we can talk about ways you could save for part of it." You are validating the feeling, left out, frustrated, naming your family rules, offering a path that involves their effort, not just your wallet. Recent surveys say parents are talking more about money with their kids than previous generations, but still feel tension around saying no and setting limits. This kind of response turns no into a clear, values-based message. Step 4. Give them a simple way to save. To really lower the constant begging, your child needs some way to deal with "I want that" that doesn't always go through you. From around age 6 or 7, you can introduce a simple system. 1. Give them a small, regular amount. A weekly pocket money or small payments for extra tasks, not every basic chore. 2. Teach 3 jobs for money. Spend, small treats now. Save, for bigger things later. Share, for giving if that fits your values. 3. Make a save for list together. When they say, "I want that," reply, "Do you want to add it to your save for list?" This shifts the question from, "Will mum or dad buy this now?" to, "Is this something I want to save for?" Money educators and mainstream outlets like Time and parenting podcasts emphasize that allowing kids to manage small amounts themselves is one of the best ways to build real understanding. You're not just blocking their wants, you're teaching them to weigh choices. You might be thinking, "I've said yes too often. My child expects things. Is it too late?" It's not too late, but you do need a reset conversation. Pick a calm moment and say something like, "I've noticed that when we go to shops or see things online, we end up arguing a lot about buying stuff. Sometimes I've said yes just to stop the arguing, even when it wasn't a good idea. I don't think that's helping you learn about money, and it's been stressful for me too. So, we're going to do things a bit differently now. Sometimes I will say yes, and sometimes I will say no. I'll explain it simply, but I won't change my mind because of begging. That doesn't mean I love you less. It means I want to teach you how money really works. If you're adding pocket money, you can say, "You're getting older, so we're going to start giving you some money of your own to manage. That way, you can decide what's really worth it to you." You're taking responsibility for your part, and then calmly leading in a new direction. Here's your small challenge for the next few days. 1. Before your next shop or outing, choose one rule. No extras today, only what's on the list. Or, you can choose one small extra under amount. 2. Say the rule clearly before you go. 3. When your child asks for something extra, use the 3-part dialogue. You really like that. Today, we're only getting what's on the list and your one extra. If you still want it later, we can add it to your Save For list. 4. Stick to the rule once. Don't debate. Then notice, are the arguments a little shorter? Do you feel a bit less panicked about money in that moment? Those are signs you're changing the pattern. If you found this helpful and you want more very practical, step-by-step ideas for more science-backed, step-by-step guides on money, screens, emotions, and everyday family struggles, consider subscribing and sharing this with other parents who are drowning in, "I want this, I want that," can find it. And in the comments, tell me, what's the hardest part of money and wanting everything in your home right now? And what very specific situation would you like a script for next?